I'm Ula Laidlaw, and I moved to Vancouver from Toronto 2 years ago, and it's been a beautiful opportunity to witness how theatre gets made across our country. It's really prompted me to ask the question, how does our environment affect our art-making practices? Does being surrounded by this nature prompt us to create a different kind of art? One theatre company just outside of Vancouver whose work is deeply affected by their environment is The Only Animal. They make work right in these elements that surround us here. Today, I'm going to traditional seashell territory in Mount Elphinstone Provincial Park to see their newest work, Sticks and Stones.
Sticks and Stones started as a whim. We had made a friend of the Adeline Collective, who are a Vancouver puppet collective. We tasked them with making puppets only with what they found in the forest and a few attachments. So there are a few little screws and things like that in them, a little bit of fishing line here and there.
Kendra divided a soggy but keen audience into small groups, and we were guided into the forest.
I moved to the coast about 5 years ago, after having lived in Vancouver for about 15 years. And when people ask me about making that move, I always tell them that my feeling was that my best friend was a creek, and that we just had to be together.
The trail led us deeper into the forest, into what became a beautiful, multi-stop theatrical hike.
Through a series of events, we came to this idea of doing a show a month over a year to bring audiences up into the forest who might not even know that this forest exists. You drive along the highway, it's just this big green wall of trees. Who knows what's up there? And so we wanted them to drive up, and we would tell them how to get there to these secret locations where things would happen.
The forest that we're in is a rare coastal rainforest that is home to 700-year-old trees.
About 165 hectares are currently protected in 3 separate parcels, and the rest could be logged.
Kendra has partnered with Elphinstone Logging Focus, a local environmental group mainly concerned with protecting the last remaining natural forest on the Sunshine Coast.
The forest that you walked in there where Kendra has the show is in this forest. So that's the type of forest that we wanted to protect, and is basically endangered on the Sunshine Coast because there's so very little of it left.
A portion of the forest just up the road that is being logged is a constant incentive.
What we know is that when people see our work, that they make connections with those places, and then they come back and they remember the show. Oh, remember? And right there the moss was doing this and this. And it kind of lives on as a piece in their memory. And so we thought if we could get these people connected to this forest, they would want to save it.
I think the more you learn about the forest, you find that it actually is a piece of art in itself.
What I came to see today is that Kendra's work is not only informed by her environment, but in turn she's offering back to it. By using her practice, she's contributing to this environment.
Our work is really about a deep engagement with place and that kind of syncing up of our own flesh and living body with the living body of places like this, the forest or other natural environments. So it's about connecting people with the elements in a way where they are finding themselves.